How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Tom if you've never been here before. If you have been here before, this is going to be kind of an interesting or maybe even exciting video because we're going back to the basics here. If you've been around since the beginning, if you're one of my original subscribers, you're going to know that when I first started this channel, I was doing a lot of American flagged themed wood products that I would sell at craft fairs and such, and those are still very popular today. In fact, a couple of those original videos were videos on how to stain, what colors to use, etc. And some things have changed rather dramatically from several years ago, back when a lot of us first started making all of these products, to now in regards to the colors of the stains and how to get them. So the two-part series that I did was kind of convoluted because I originally did one video on how to get the colors, what the colors were and how to get them. And then the second one was how to use the new formula stain that Minwax came out with, because back when they had the original color palette, it was a completely different formula. It was way better than the one now. And it was just different. And we'll go over that in some detail here in a second. But if you want to see how to get Scarlet and True Blue, which are the old-timey American flag colors that everybody that's been doing it for a long time loves, then stick around because you can still get them. It's actually easier to get them now than it was before, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So 10 or so years ago, when this whole American flag wood product thing kind of took off, everybody was using the original Minwax formula in the colors of True Blue, Scarlet, and Marshmallow for the white. Now, over the years, the white has also changed in addition to the red and the blue. But white is white. You know, I currently use whatever, I think it's Pure White or something is their current one, and it's white. It looks fine. I don't use a lot of white, but for me, the red and the blue, or the Scarlet and the True Blue, are non-negotiable. If I couldn't make the flags in those colors, I probably wouldn't make them at all, to be honest with you. And I know now they have some other colors that other people have settled on because they can't get the old ones anymore, like I think Blue Jean and Navy for blue, and maybe Barn Red instead of Scarlet for the red. But they're just not the same to me, and I don't care for them. And I've seen flags that other people make with them, and they look great. It's not, you know, anything wrong with the flag. It's just the color's not the same. It's not as vibrant, especially the True Blue. The True Blue is just the bluest blue I've ever seen, and it just looks amazing on the US flags, and I honestly don't think I would ever make another one again if I couldn't use that color. But the problem is I don't know, 4 years ago or so, Minwax completely changed their formula, which wiped out the existing color palette. And when they came out with a new formula, it had a whole new color palette. And the new formula was not the same. It wasn't even close. Before, we used to use the semi-transparent old formula with True Blue, Scarlet, and Marshmallow. And then when they flipped it over, they still had a semi-transparent version and a solid version, but both of them were not anything like the original semi-transparent version, which was very fluid-like. You know, it wasn't real thick. And then the newer ones, especially the semi-transparent, came out very thick, very toothpastey. It was really difficult to use. You couldn't, before you used to be able to just apply it, let it dry, and you leave it like that. Maybe you do a couple of coats and it was good to go. It was so easy. It looked so good. You could see the grain and the burn through the stain. It was just beautiful. And then with that new formula semi-transparent stain, people were trying to do the same thing again, myself included, and it just looked awful. The stuff was very pasty. You couldn't put it on and leave it on and just let it dry like paint, like the old original version, because it would cake up and it would roll off, and it was terrible, and the color wasn't great. And so I developed a method to use that had a lot of wipe on, wipe off, wipe on, wipe off, thin coat at the end. Like, it was very convoluted, very difficult, and it just wasn't ideal for doing it anymore. It just really made it a chore to stain the flags. But then I decided to try it in their solid color in the new formula, and that was in the second video, and that one was a lot more like the original semi-transparent formula. You could put it on, you can leave it there, you could let it dry, and it looked really good. You could still see the grain through it. It wasn't perfect. It wasn't exactly the same, but it was very, very close. And that was my recommendation moving forward, that you get this True Blue and the Scarlet in the solid stain rather than the semi-transparent, and do it that way. Now fast forward a couple of years since I made that video, and I've got several people that have been messaging me and leaving comments on those videos saying that, hey, I can't get the colors anymore. Because one of the things that I did in the first video of those two was I told you how to get those old original colors even though they don't exist anymore in the new color palette. And basically it involved tricking the system that Lowe's has there into thinking you were doing something else, and there was a couple of methods to do it via a code and or using a different can of paint, and then you could input manually the codes for those other colors and get it to put it in that other can of paint, but then you swap it out with your tint base for the stain, and then you could get it done. And it was complex and convoluted, but it worked, and tons of people were so happy that I found a way to do that, and a lot of people continue to use those colors for that reason. But now, again, as I've said, a lot of them are coming back and saying that it's not working anymore. And I had a whole bunch of it, so I didn't buy any for a long time. So I went back to Lowe's recently, a couple weeks ago now, and asked them about it. And we tried to recreate via the method that I showed in that other video how to make the True Blue and the Scarlet, and it couldn't be done. It just, they changed something in the system fundamentally that wouldn't allow them to even trick it to do that anymore. So I got to talking with her, and she said, well, do you have some of the original stuff? And I said, you know what? I do. I still have a really tiny bit of it. And she said, bring it in. We'll just send it through. They have a machine that can see the colors and the different, all the different nuances of the color that you're using. And then they can break it down into the different dyes that the machine puts in and basically recreate the exact same color if you have the original one. And I did. So I brought some in. She put it on the machine. She got the code back for that very specific blend of colors to make the True Blue and the Scarlet. And then she made some for me. And now I have it. I have the labels for it. I'll show them to you at the end of the video. All you have to do is take those down there, show them the picture of the labels. They will input the manual codes for those specific color combinations for that color, and you should be able to do that going forward for the foreseeable future, as long as they don't completely change their system and the way that they mix paints. So for the rest of this video, I'm going to try to keep it short because there's no reason to drag this on. I'm going to do a color test. I'm going to do some staining with that old original one, and we'll do some staining with that brand new one that we just had made, so that you guys can see, and myself included, that they are in fact exactly the same, and you have that peace of mind, and then you can go to Lowe's with those codes and get the colors that you need to make these flags. And to be honest, once I'm done with this video and I release it, I will very likely retire those other two videos, make them so that you can't watch them, because I don't want new viewers or people that are searching for how to do the colors on the flag to come across them and have that confusion and not be able to get the colors that they want. So this one will become the definitive video now, and I will retire the other ones. Just thought I'd throw that out there in case you were going back to look for them. But really, you don't need them anymore because we have this one. We're going to use it just like in that second video with the solid stain and the True Blue and Scarlet colors. And I'll show you what it looks like. And I'll also tell you specifically which can of stain base to use, because there's a couple different ones and you want to make sure you get the right one. So let's grab some wood and get the staining. Okay, so real quick here, I prepped a few pieces so that we can do some testing. This one's going to be old Scarlet, new Scarlet, old True Blue, and new True Blue. That way we can put the stain on and then compare them afterwards. But first, I'm going to put a little burn on them so that we can make sure we can see how the grain looks through it. All right, let's stain them. All right, so here we'll start with the old Scarlet. So I don't know how fair this is going to be because this is actually pretty old. You can see that it's dried up a little bit. I mean, the color still looks good, but the consistency is not great, but should still come out okay. We'll see right now. So I'm just going to apply this the same way that I normally would if I was making a flag. which generally would be to put a very light coat on like this and then leave it. Let it dry like that. But as you can see, that's a beautiful, vibrant red, just unmatched in my opinion to some of the more recent ones that they have. I'm going to get as much of this off of here as I can. I don't want to waste 4 brushes doing this. All right, so now we're going to go with New Scarlet. By the way, I haven't tried this on my own. This is my first time doing it here, so I'm seeing it for the first time just like you guys are. So I'm going to do the same thing. Apply a thin coat just like I did on the other one. As you can see, you can still see the grain and the burn through there, which is what we want. And that bright, brilliant, vibrant red. Honestly, I think this one even looks better than the other one. It's brighter. All right, so that was the New Scarlet. Next up, Old True Blue. Same thing, dry. Not dry, but it's not the same consistency as it is when it's new. So Old True Blue, doing the exact same thing here. Now with the blue, I tend to put more than one coat because it can go on kind of thin the first time, as you're seeing here. Let's see if I do it a little bit thicker. Otherwise, we might have to come back and do 2 coats on the blue to get a real good color for it. And here is the new True Blue. Oh yeah, look at that. Beautiful. New True Blue. Oh my God. I'm telling you, I think these are even better than the originals. Again, it's kind of unfair because the originals are pretty old. They're at least 2 years old. But there's a nice thin coat of that. You can still see the grain underneath. Less so than the red, obviously, because we're dealing with a darker color here. But man, that looks great. So the blues are still drying. Here's the reds. I'm going to just kind of mix them up and show you. Now, keep in mind, you know, the each piece of wood is different. The burns are going to be different. So some of that is going to come into effect here. But can you guess which is which? I mean, they're nearly identical, right? This one is maybe slightly brighter than that one, but that again could be the burn. But it doesn't surprise me because that is the New Scarlet. And this one is the old. But I mean, how does that compare to the reds that you guys are using? I don't know. I've never used anything else because I've been stuck on these from the beginning, as most people that have been doing them for a long time have. But I can't see much of a difference, if any, other than the new might actually look a little bit better in the red anyway. Here are the blues. The issue with the blue has always been, you know, the lighting, and, you know, the camera doesn't usually do it justice. It looks a lot better in person than it does on camera, but I hope you can see that, the vibrancy of that blue. And just in case you can't, because here's the thing, when you do the burns, the intention is that the burn shows through, so you're going to see darker areas there, and the real true color of the blue is only going to shine through in the more white areas. So I've gone ahead off camera and done both of these on the side that's not burned in the blue, so you can get a better visual, hopefully, of what that blue actually looks like. And man, I mean, to me, that's just, it's the best looking blue I've ever seen. But you want to take a guess which is which? I mean, honestly, you probably can't tell. I mean, they look pretty much identical to me. But if you want to know, that's the old on this side, and that's the new on this side. All right, so here we are with everything lined up. I'm going to try to get some better lighting in here so you can see these. There we go. So you can see the red and the blue. and I don't know. To me, they look identical. I can't really tell the difference to my naked eye. Can you? And if you want to know, in this lineup here, the two outside ones are the old and the two inside are the new. To me, they look exactly the same. So, there you have it. If you are an old school guy like me that's been doing this for a long time and you really love these colors, you're going to be happy to know that you can still get them. They still look just as good. And for those of you that have switched over to the other colors, hopefully you'll probably want to come back to these, I would think, if you've used them both. And the rest of you that have only known the newer ones, I would strongly suggest that you at least try these, at a minimum the blue, because you won't be disappointed. So there you have it. As you can see, the colors are virtually identical. And if you want to get True Blue and Scarlet and use them on your American flag projects, and I don't know why you wouldn't want to, and as promised, here are the labels with the custom color codes that you will need to take to Lowe's and use to get these two colors for yourself for now and the foreseeable future. So get ready to take a screenshot, and here you go. And just remember that you're going to want to use the Minwax wood finish solid color stain with the clear tint base. And what you don't want to use is the semi-transparent or the pure white tint base. There's two different tint bases. There's one for white and there's one for regular colors. So the white one will also do the regular colors, but it does like pastel colors rather than solid, vibrant colors like the other one will do. So just make sure you get the right one. Again, it looks like this. And absolutely do not use this one. But that's it. That's all you should need to go and get these colors for yourself and use them. And I will preemptively say you're welcome, because once you do use them, especially if you've never used that True Blue before, you will be thanking me for it. And the only thing that I ask in return is that on your way out, hit the like button, go down to the comment section, leave a comment, say True Blue. Then I know you made it to the end, and I really, really appreciate it. The algorithm has gotten really weird lately, and everybody's videos are tanking to the point where a lot of us are considering if we want to still keep doing this or not, to be honest with you. I don't have any plans to quit anytime in the near future, but you know, if I keep getting 200 views on each video, then it's at some point it's going to probably happen. But in any case, going down there and doing those two things will help immensely. Oh, and there's that whole new hype thing. If you've got the hype button there, hit that, because it'll push it out to more people. More people will get eyes on it. Which makes the algorithm just show it to even more people. It's like a chain reaction thing, but you got to do all those things. And if you want to thank me for going through the trouble of figuring out how to get these colors still, then that's how you could do it. I'd really appreciate it. But for now, that's going to do it for this video. So as always, thank you for watching. Stay safe and happy woodworking. I will hopefully see you on the next one.